Welcome to another one of my trip reports. Today, or rather tomorrow, I'll be flying with Asiana Airlines in business class on a Boeing 747. Today's trip report begins here in Shanghai Pudong International Airport. I arrived here yesterday, or rather today, on board Vietnam Airlines from Ho Chi Minh City. And now I'm on my way to Seoul, South Korea with Asiana Airlines, and I decided today to buy a business class ticket on board a Boeing 747, which will be quite the experience. And now with the magic of computer editing, it's day 2, and now we're off to Seoul Incheon Airport. As I stepped out of my hotel room, being grateful that I was finally leaving China, I proceeded to the front desk to check out. Shanghai is one of the largest and most well-known Chinese cities. The city itself sits atop the entrance to the Yangtze River. Funnily enough, the name means on the sea, which makes sense considering the city is on the coastline. With a massive population of 26 million people spread across 6,300 square kilometers, Shanghai has one of the largest airports in China. Shanghai actually has 2 airports, Hongqiao and Pudong. Today I'll be flying from Pudong, which is at the very edge of the city, next door to the sea. After a really painful 24 hours here, it's time that I make my way to the next major port in my trip. The only reason I decided to come to Shanghai is for this specific flight that I'm flying on, which is the daily Boeing 747 Asiana Airlines flight to Seoul. As I proceeded inside, I checked the departures board to find where the check-in counter is. Asiana Airlines uses the Echo check-in desks adjacent to Peach Aviation and Vietnam Airlines. There are 3 different lanes for check-in. As I will be flying in business class, I was entitled to use the business class lane. Once I arrived at check-in, I received the devastating news that my aircraft had been downgraded to an Airbus A330, which was a massive disappointment, but I was still grateful and excited to try Asiana. Once check-in was completed, I proceeded to security, which had its own dedicated business class lane with red and gold barricades and red carpets, making the entire experience feel a little bit more special. I still received a pat down by a security officer who for once wasn't annoyed at seeing me. Once cleared security, I was invited to visit the lounge before departure. As Asiana Airlines doesn't have their own lounge, I was told to head to the Air China lounge, which is conveniently not too far away. Inside the lounge is a massive floor space with 2 floors. There is a huge variety of seating choices, including a formal dining area, rest areas, workbenches, couches, window views, group tables, and private suites. As I entered the lounge at 10 a.m., breakfast was still currently being served. The menu today consists of different juices, soft drinks, bottled water, unidentified cakes and wrappers, bread and pastries, steamed dumplings, different soups, scrambled eggs, fried rice, hash browns, sausages, fried egg, bok choy salads, fresh fruits, an assortment of cakes, rice, stir-fried noodles, fried pork, pacho pasta, spicy chicken nuggets, boiled chicken dumplings with wasabi, and homemade fried tofu with vegetables. For breakfast, I got myself a pastry with butter and jam, as well as the fried rice, sausages, eggs, hash browns, strawberry yogurt, apple juice, and a bottle of water. I decided to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender in Chinese whilst I got my second serving, and this time was mineral water with chicken nuggets and the noodles. Despite their look, they are actually potato wedges, to which I originally thought they were. The food in the lounge, despite looking fake, was extremely tasty and well cooked. Much to my surprise, I would actually say that the flavour in this food is more prominent than the food I'm used to at home. Except for the strawberry yogurt. That tastes like shit. The bathrooms in the lounge were very large and very clean, with a very floral smell being present. I did find showers present, however to access them a staff member has to unlock the door, as I learnt from a fellow passenger. Unfortunately, my time in the lounge had come to an end as boarding was fairly close. As I stepped out of the lounge and back into the terminal, I got a glimpse of a very rare aircraft for me, a Russian Aeroflot 777-300ER. Walking towards the outer gates at Shanghai is a simple task, however, it takes very long. The walk to gate 85 took 10 minutes, however this was aided by the use of moving walkways along the floor. Upon arriving at my gate, I got the first glimpse of the aircraft that'll be taking me to South Korea, which is an Airbus Wait, turns out we actually had an aircraft change. The actual aircraft for today is an Airbus A350-900, registered as Hotel Lima 7578, which was delivered brand new to Asiana Airlines in September of 2017, making this aircraft nearly 6 years old. Next level. Boarding commenced on time from gate 85. Asiana Airlines 8350s are in a two-class configuration, with 28 lie-flat business class seats arranged in a 1-to-1 configuration, and 283 economy class seats in a 3-3-3 configuration. Interestingly, rows 10 to 14 are labelled as extra legroom Smartium seats. Today I will be seated in 2 kilo. The business class seat has 77 inches of pitch and 22 inches of width. There is a standard tray table made of wood that folds down and swings around. Next level. the seat back pocket, you'll find the safety card only. Next to the seat is an adjustable reading light, headphone jack and USB port. There's also a bottle holder and headphones. In the literature pocket, you'll find several different forms and duty-free magazines. Below this are the different controls for the seat, as well as the remote for the entertainment screen. Next level. Next to the tray table is a coat hook. Below the seat rest is a universal power outlet. Next to this is a fairly small storage space, perfect size for a small bag or purse. Above are individual reading lights only. Waiting at my seat during boarding is South Korea's 2 arrival cards. Whilst waiting for the economy passengers to board, all business class passengers were handed out refreshing towels and slippers. Whilst we were waiting to push back, the crew began the safety demonstration. We pushed back from gate 85, 2 minutes behind schedule. Taxied to runway 34 left via Romeo 4, Foxtrot and Romeo 1. Now please enjoy this simulated takeoff footage. After takeoff, we turned right, setting course for Seoul. Flight time today is 1 hour and 29 minutes, covering a distance of 695 miles or 1,118 kilometers, cruising at 35,000 feet. Once airborne, we flew south directly past Pudong Airport, which we just departed from. And now it's time to kick off the shoes and put on the slippers. As we flew east, in the distance was Shanghai Island, just south of Shanghai. On the back of the seat is an 18.5-inch HD screen. featuring the latest movies, TV shows, games, and music, as well as many classics, such as Star Wars. As is common on most in-flight entertainment systems, this one has a moving map feature displaying up-to-date information in regards to the flight and its progress. Once leveling off, all business class passengers were presented with a paper menu. Please pause the video at any time to review today's menu options. Today, I decided to choose... Actually, there's a better way to show this. Alright, that's enough food porn. For appetizer was a dried beef and artichoke salad. The salad comes with a pesto dressing and chunks of pineapple, cheese and lettuce. For main, I decided to have the braised chicken, which comes along with vegetables and steamed rice. The veggies were mushroom, carrot and bok choy. For drinks, I decided to have some Sauvignon Blanc white wine and orange juice. Complimentary water was provided to all. As I was enjoying lunch, we flew directly over Jeju Island, which is South Korea's equivalent to Hawaii. For dessert, I was offered a pear tart, which was extremely delicious and a little sour. I decided to pair this with a cafe latte, which blew my mind as I was drinking a cold brew latte at 35,000 feet. Soon, one of the southernmost Korean islands appeared, which was Port Hamilton. Then appeared the port city of Yeosu in the Jeollabuk-do prefecture. On board the Airbus A350 are 9 bathrooms, 2 for business and 7 for economy. Inside the bathroom is everything you'd expect to find. However, there was a DIY amenity kit station, presenting mouthwash, hair combs, toothbrush and toothpaste, different lotions and hand soaps. As we continued flying closer to Seoul, massive cumulonimbus clouds appeared, climbing to what appears to be a staggering 50,000 feet. Just prior to descent, we passed over Jeonju and Oman Air Base in central South Korea. Soon we commenced our descent into Seoul. Just like at takeoff, my GoPro footage was corrupted due to an issue on my SD card. Therefore, I have replaced this footage with simulated footage. Now please enjoy this simulated landing footage.
국제공항에 도착했습니다. 좌석 벨트를 착용하시고 비행기가 멈춘 후 선반이 여실 때는 물건이 떨어지지 않게 주의해 주십시오.
After landing, we taxied back to Terminal 1 via Papa 10, Papa, Uniform, Mike 15, Mike and Romeo 7. We pulled into gate 34, 2 minutes ahead of schedule. Stepping off the aircraft and inside the terminal here at Seoul, connecting to the Wi-Fi and finally having service again, meaning I was able to communicate with the outside world, was such a massive relief. Whilst waiting to pass through immigration, everyone's phones was hit with an alert in Korean, with this sound. It felt like something straight out of a modern zombie movie. Thankfully, I was able to translate the message, and it was just a simple heatwave warning. So how did Asiana Airlines do? Well, Asiana's products hits on everything you need, but for someone hoping for a special or memorable experience, particularly couples or honeymooners traveling for fun, I would recommend another option, if it's available. The in-flight experience, including the food and comfort of my experience, wasn't above average for business class in any category, but nothing was sorely lacking either. So I think that it would be actually a letdown for anyone looking for something special, while its normalcy is well suited for regular business class travelers. In regards to the in-flight meal, the only thing I could critique would be the presentation. I was expecting a little bit more than just being handed a pre-prepared tray. In November 2020, an announcement was made that Asiana will be acquired by Korean Air. The merge has, however, been delayed, and Asiana is set to operate as a separate brand until at least 2024. It's sad to know that once the merge is complete, Asiana Airlines will cease to exist. I hope one day before the merge happens I get to fly it with Asiana again, but it's unlikely. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to check out my other videos. And don't forget to push that notification bell if you enjoy my content, that is. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later!